All right, so today we're going to work on GCF and LCM word problems and how to solve them, and do a couple of examples. So first, you have your table of contents that you just filled in, and this is what you put on page 10. So I just want to really quickly go through these key words. So there are a lot of keywords that can tell you whether you have GCF and LCM. And you know these are not rules. These are not every time you see this certain word, it's going to mean that you have a GCF or an LCM word problem. But these are hints that it might be GCF or LCM. So look at the first one that has GCF. If you see words like greatest, most, how many groups with none left over, that's the one most people will miss, and maximum, those generally mean we have a greatest common factor question. Because if it says, if you're dividing something into groups with none left over, that would be what is the greatest common factor? What is the biggest number we can divide into both of these two things? So this is the key one that most of us will forget. I would maybe highlight that one. How many groups with none left over? So if you see a word problem and it says something about, they want to divide two things and they want to divide them into groups with none left over, more than likely it's a greatest common factor question. So least common multiple usually uses words like least, smallest, minimum, and here's the one that most people will miss. When will they be together again? When will they be together again? So if you had a question that said, Bob practices football every 3 days and John practices football every 5 days. If they practice today, when will they be together again? That is generally going to be a least common multiple question. Okay? So, and here's how I remember it. I don't have a rhyme for the GCF one, but I do for the least common multiple. So I always remember this. LCM together again. Say that with me. LCM together again. LCM together again. LCM together again. I'd like to see everyone saying it. LCM together again. LCM together again. LCM together again. I'm waiting for some of you to join me. LCM together again. Remember, it's going in your brain.
Oh no, I'm getting hypnotized.
Okay. Okay, so now let's look at a couple of examples of what they might look like. These are not in your notes, so we'll just do these together. So you're making goodie bags for a party. You have 36 pieces of gum, 18 Tootsie Rolls, and 9 Sweet Tarts. Each bag must have the same stuff in it. What is the greatest number of bags you can make? So this is a GCF question. Now, I want to show you how the cake can help you with this. So let's do this. And I know some of you already know the answer, which is perfectly fine. But I just wanted you to see the information you can get from the cake. So let's start by just making the cake for these three numbers. So we have 36, 18, and 9. So just let's make the cake for those three numbers. So we have, what number goes into all three of them? 9. I'm just going to skip to 9. If you didn't see that, remember you could have started with 3. So 9 goes into 36 4 times. It goes into 18 2 times. It goes into 9 1 time. Do they have any more common factors besides 1?
2.
No, because 2 won't go into 1. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, all right, so you have these, and it says, what is the greatest number? So that means it's a greatest common factor question. So how many bags can we make? 9. Now, here is where it gets kind of interesting. We also have additional information here. We know how many of each thing is going to be in each of the 9 bags. So how many pieces of gum are going to be in the 9 bags?
4.
Say it. 4, right? Because that's what we got right here. When we divide it amongst 9 bags, we're going to get 4 in each bag. How many Tootsie Rolls are we going to have? 2. And how many Sweet Tarts? 1. So each bag is going to contain how many separate items? 7 items, right? Because we have 4 items here, 2 items there, and 1 there. That gives us 7. 7 items, okay?
Yes.
Now, again, you did not have to do the cake to figure this out, but that just shows you how it gives you additional information when you do this. We have Gianna, and she waters her flowers every 6 days and her vegetables every 9 days. If she watered them both today, in how many days will she water them again? So this is a together again question, okay? LCM, together again. So we're looking for the LCM of these numbers. So our two numbers are what?
9 and 6.
6 and 9. So we can make the cake 3, 2, 3. Any more common factors?
No.
Nope. So we'll just put 1, 2, 3, and then remember we're going to multiply the whole thing together. So we get what? 18. So on the 18th day, or in 18 days, she will water them again. Because, and you could do this the long way. You could go 6, 12, 18, 9, 9. You can do that. But I just think the cake helps you make it a little bit faster. But remember, whenever you see this, when will they be together again? That's telling you you're looking at an LCM question. Okay?